We have this deep class divide in America that separates the people who are really feeling, the inflation at the gas pump from the people who live in, coastal cities who maybe don't drive, maybe they take Ubers,
Yes.
maybe they take the subway. And the history of journalism in the 20th century in America is the history of a class of people moving from one of those classes to the other, right? Journalism used to be a working class trade, and throughout the 20th century, journalists became part of the American elites. And as they did so, they abandoned the working class of all races. And what we're seeing now with woke media.
Comment in the chat, Tucker is just an entertainer. He's not just an entertainer, all right? He has a more rabid following than Donald Trump does, right? This guy is significant, and he has the bravery to say some things about immigration that almost nobody in his field is willing to say.
Is just the latest stage of that abandonment.
I've seen it up close. I think you're exactly right. The composition of newsrooms is completely different. But that's a perversion of the core mission of journalism.
And even if you think he's lying or distorting or peddling conspiracy theories or absolute nonsense, he is often just incredibly compelling. He is a gifted communicator, right? There is a charisma and a joy about Tucker. Pretty much everyone who's met him and spent time with him likes him.
Always heard when I was 30 years ago when I started,
Yes, one philosopher described Tucker Carlson as a gifted demagogue. I think that's pretty accurate. Though, once again, I think much of what Tucker says is significant.
It's to afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted, to hold the powerful to account, you know what I mean? To be the eyes and ears of your readers and viewers. Like, it does seem like they're a Praetorian Guard for the billionaire class. I'm sorry to overstate it, but it feels that way.
Yeah, you really see a lot of class solidarity.
Yeah, Tucker's not much of a journalist, but being an important commentator does not depend upon how much of a journalist you are, right? He's a commentator and a communicator operating outside of journalism who is just incredibly compelling, entertaining, and sometimes important. Sometimes important in a good way, sometimes important in a bad way.
Right now among liberal elites, and I'm saying this as a lefty, Tucker. I'm coming at this from the left and feeling like, how did we abandon the working class, again, of all races? How did we become the side that comforts the comfortable and afflicts the afflicted?
So where does this go? I mean, we need a working media. We need a media people trust. It's an essential ingredient in democracy. I think everyone agrees with that. No one trusts the media anymore.